Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff. A crew today that's looking to make a strong statement. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Handoff heading left. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Empty set now, 5 wide. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play from this offense through the air.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
There's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see when anybody come up with it once it was in the air.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Good enough for first down yardage.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones, David Wilson, Lee Suggs. Now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackle is made, and that's good for a first down to the 47.
What a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the first down. Was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Puts the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Back to throw again. He's running out of time here. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Great call here going that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's fourth down and long.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense on the field to take over. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
On the run, he'll let it go. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, trying to create space, trying to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Running out of time in the pocket. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game with this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to pass. It's Vasco. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
On the ground, it's Mason. Breaks loose at the 40. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
The Hokies will line up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Tries the right with a quick throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back, running through the tackle. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch. And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. The Hokies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw. It's Basco. Bringing pressure. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've got a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
So we reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding some room at the 25. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Tries to get it to the running back. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. He's going to take off. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Press it, run, to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Joseph.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle, but forced down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Second down and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone.
Let's go.
Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout by the offense.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The Hokies will crank up the tempo. Sticking with the running game. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Backfield is empty here for 2nd and inches. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking downfield, it's Basco. Throws it to the right. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. The Hokies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Now, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. It's a shotgun run call. Breaking free at the 35. The gain moves the ball to the 34. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to pass. It's Vasco. On the run here. Lets it go. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. Looking to throw it again. On the run here, lets it go. And that pass falls incomplete. Red 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They'll try to run it with the option. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. You got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. How
about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And on the carry, he's heading left. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down. The clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a bullet, but incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. Escapes the pocket. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Quick completion to the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's inside the 40. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Oh, and he breaks. Will he score here?
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Green. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Looking for a deep completion. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 10 now.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The Hokies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for the top quarterback.
And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Backed up at the 1, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football.
He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Defense are going to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Vasco. He's moving out of the pocket now. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Green. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things...
Going for a big play downfield. Catch made at the 20 and the deep shot. Big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset their plan into the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
They're going to run it here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Handoff from the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. And the defense takes a timeout to stop the clock with 28 seconds remaining. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up.